Good morning, students. Welcome to 7th Standard Social Online class. Students, today we are going to write first midterm exam in social. Already I have sent the portion for you. There are totally 4 lessons for our exam. History 1, Sources of Medieval India, and Geography 1, Interior of the Earth, and Civics, Equality, and Economics, Protection. First, we will revise the portion. Lesson 1 in History, Sources of Medieval India. You will go for one word. Students, those who received the book, you mark the one word in your book. Those who are not having book, you take the notes in your note. Choose the correct answer. Number 1, dash are the writings engraved on solid surfaces. Dash are the writings engraved on solid surfaces like rock, stone, temple, wall, and metal. Answer is inscription. Inscription are the writings engraved on solid surface. Dash was the land gifted to temples. The land gifted to temples are called Devadana. The period was known as period of devotional literature. Which period? Chola period. Devotional literature period, Chola period. Dash provides information about the first Sultan of Delhi, Tajul Mazir. Tajul Mazir. Dash an Arab-born Morocco scholar. He travelled from Morocco to India. Who was he? Ibn Battuta. Arab-born Morocco scholar Ibn Battuta. Have you noted? Okay, now we will move to fill in the blanks. Dash inscription provide detail about administration in a Brahmadaya village. Uttiramerur inscription. Now this one very important. One more question. Uttiramerur inscription. It provide detail about administration in a Brahmadaya village. Dash had stamped the figure of goddess Lakshmi on his gold coin and had his name inscribed on it. Muhammad Ghori. Muhammad Ghori, he stamped the figure of goddess Lakshmi in the gold coin. Note this one, Muhammad Ghori. 3.6 grain of silver amounted to a jital. 3.6 grains of silver amounted to a jital. Dash was patronized by Sultan Nasiruddin Muhammad of slave dynasty, Minhaj as-Siraj. Minhaj as-Siraj. He was patronized by Nasiruddin Muhammad. An Italian traveler, no, this one Italian traveler, his name Niccolo Conti. Italian traveler Niccolo Conti. Write this answer correctly. Okay, now we will move to match the following. Khajuraho, it is in Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh, Khajuraho. Konark, Odisha, the sun temple is there. Konark, Odisha. Dilwara, that is in Rajasthan. Dilwara, Rajasthan. Virupaksha, Hampi. Now this one, Khajuraho, answer, Madhya Pradesh. Konark, Odisha. Dilwara, Rajasthan. Virupaksha, Hampi. Now we will move to true or false. Pallichandam was the land donated to Jain institution. Pallichandam is the land donated to Jain institution. True. The composition of metal coins gives us information on the political condition of the empire. It is false because the coin gives economic condition. It gives information on the economic condition. Here they have given political condition. So answer is false. The high cost of copper made palm leaf and paper cheaper alternatives for recording royal orders and events in royal court. Is true. Domingo Peace, a Portuguese traveler, visited the Chola Empire in 1522. This is false. Because Domingo Peace, he visited Vijayanagar Empire, not Chola Empire. So fourth one, false. So see here, first one true, second one false, third one true, fourth one false. Match a statement with the reason. Tick the appropriate answer. Assertion, Muhammad Ghori's gold coin carried the figure of goddess Lakshmi. Is it true? Correct. The Turkish invader was liberal in his religious outlook. Here A, R is the correct explanation of A. So you tick A. R is the correct explanation of A. Find out the wrong pair. Here the wrong pair is Ibn Battuta. Madhura Vijayam, that was written by Ganga Devi. Abul Basal, Aini Akbari, right. Ibn Battuta, Taqi Hindi is a wrong one. Amukta Malayalam, Krishna Dev Raya is the correct one. So C is the wrong pair. Note this one, C is the wrong pair. Find out the odd. Inscription Travelogue Monument Coin. Here the Travelogue is the odd one. Travelogue is a book. Then we will move to 2 mark question. Answer the following in 1 or 2 sentences. Who compiled Nalayira Divya Prabandham? Nadamuni. Nalayira Divya Prabandham, that was written by Nadamuni. What does the word Susik mean? Autobiography. Susik means autobiography. Name Jahangir's memoirs. Tusiki Jahangiri. Jahangir's memoirs, book name called Tusiki Jahangiri. Name the 2 different types of sources, primary sources and secondary sources. This is only to answer. Primary sources and secondary sources. List of the important mosque and fort constructed during the medieval time. Quadatul Islam Masjid, Motiki Masjid, Jamma Masjid, Fatehpur Sikri Dargah, all in around Delhi, and Charminar, that is in Hyderabad, are the important mosques belonging to medieval time. The forts of historical importance: Agra Fort, Chittoor Fort, Gwalior Fort, and Delhi Red Fort, as well as forts of Daulatabad, that is in Aurangabad, and Feroz Shah Kotla, that is in Delhi. Mention the important foreign travelers who visited India during the medieval period. What are the foreign travelers? Marco Polo, he was a Venetian traveler. Alberuni, Ibn Battuta, Niccolo Conti, Abdul Razak, Domingo Peace. These are the foreign travelers visited during medieval period. And that is only one detail in history lesson 1. Definitely it will come for exam, not this one. Already I have given for revision. So you have to study this first detail. Definitely it will come for exam. Next we will revise geography lesson 1, interior of the earth. First we will move to choose the correct answer. Nifi is made up of, Ni means nickel, Fe means iron. So nickel and ferrous. Fe means ferrous. Nickel and ferrous. Answer is earthquake and volcanic eruption occur near the edges of mountain. Earthquake, volcanic eruption occur near the edges of mountain. The magnitude of an earthquake is measured by, no, this one important GK question, Richter scale. The magnitude of earthquake is measured by Richter scale. The narrow pipe through which magma flow out is called vent. This is also important one. The narrow pipe which magma flow out is vent. Das volcano is known as lighthouse of Mediterranean Sea, Stromboli. Stromboli. Das belt is known as a ring of fire, Circum-Pacific. Circum-Pacific. Fill in the blanks. The core is separated from the mantle by a boundary called Weizsäcker-Gutenberg discontinuity. Weizsäcker-Gutenberg discontinuity. The earthquake waves are recorded by an instrument called seismograph. Seismograph. Magma rises to the surface and spreads over a vast area known as fissure eruption. Example for active volcano, St. Helens, USA. Example for active volcano, St. Helens, USA. Seismology is the study of earthquake. Seismology is a study of earthquake. Circle the odd one. Crushed magma core mantle. Here magma is the odd one. Other 3 are layers of the earth surface. Crust, core, mantle, the layer of the earth surface. Magma is a molten rock. So magma is the odd one. Focus, epicenter, vent, seismic waves. Here vent. Others are confirmed related to earthquake. The focus, epicenter, seismic waves are related to earthquake. Vent is related to volcano. Uttarkasi, Chamoli, Koina, Krakatoa. Here the odd one is Krakatoa. Lava caldera silica crater. Here the odd one is silica. Stromboli, Helen, Hawaii, Fujiyama. Here Fujiyama is the odd one. Note this one. Then come to match the following. Earthquake. Sudden movement is called earthquake. Earthquake, sudden movement. SIMA. Silica and magnesium. Si for silica, Ma for magnesium. So SIMA means silica and magnesium. Pacific Ring of Fire. Pacific Ring of Fire, world volcanoes. Pacific Ring of Fire, world volcanoes. Tsunami is a Japanese term. Tsunami is a word taken from Japanese language. So tsunami, Japanese term. Mount Kenya, it is in Africa. Note this one correctly. Then assertion and reason. The structure of the earth may be compared to that of an apple. Correct one. The interior of the earth consists of crust, mantle and core. This also correct. So both A and R are correct and A explain R. A answer. A and R are correct. A explain R. Pacific Ocean include 2/3 of the world volcanoes. The boundary along the eastern and western coast areas of Pacific Ocean is known as Pacific Ring of Fire. Here also A and R are correct and A explain R. Then come to one word question. Answer in a one word. Name the outermost layer of the earth. Crust. What is Sial? Sial and silica and alumina. Name the movement of the Earth's lithospheric plate. Tectonic movement. The movement of Earth called tectonic movement. Give an example of extinct volcano, Mount Popa of Myanmar. Mount Popa of Myanmar. Now we will revise the 2 marks. What is mantle? The layer of the earth beneath the crust. After the crust, that layer is called mantle. It is separated from the crust by a boundary called, already we have studied, Mohorovičić discontinuity. It's a boundary layer called Mohorovičić discontinuity. Write a note on the core of the earth. The third layer. The innermost layer of the earth is called the core. It is also known as barosphere. It is separated from the mantle by a boundary called, it has come for one word, Weizsäcker-Gutenberg discontinuity. The core is also divided into 2 parts. The outer core, which is rich in iron, it is in liquid state, and the inner core composed of nickel and ferrous is a solid in state. Define earthquake. It's an important question. A sudden movement of a portion of the earth crust. Sudden movement of a portion of the earth crust. It produces a shaking or trembling. The sudden movement of the earth crust which produces shaking or trembling is known as earthquake. It's an important one. What is seismograph? The earthquake waves are recorded by an instrument known as seismograph. The earthquake waves are recorded by an instrument called seismograph. What is volcano? Volcano is a vent or opening. Volcano is a vent or opening in the earth crust through which hot magma comes out. Erupt means comes out from deep below the surface. The opening is usually circular in form. Name the 3 types of volcano. This is also important. There are 3 types: shield volcano, cinder cone volcano, composite volcano. On the basis of shape, we can divide the volcanoes into 3 types: shield volcano, cinder cone volcano, and composite volcano. So there are 6 short answers, and here you see that 2 give reasons here. 1 will come for exam. Among 2, 1 give reasons will come for exam. You note here, note this one. And distinguish between, there are 2 distinguish between. 2 distinguish between, 2 will come. Sial and Sima, active volcano and dormant volcano. Here regarding the detail, you note this first detail, write about the effects of earthquake. It's very important one. Write about the effects of earthquake. Then civics, equality. Choose the correct answer. Which one of the following does not come under equality? Showing inequality between rich and poor. Showing inequality between rich and poor is not come under equality. Which one of the following comes under political equality? Right to petition the government and criticize public policy. In India, right to vote is given to all citizens at the age of 18. It's an important one. Inequality created by man on the basis of caste, money, religion, etc. is called as man-made inequality. It's man-made inequality. In Switzerland, the right to vote is given to women in the year 1971. Then come to fill in the blanks. Civil equality implies equality of all before law. The Indian Constitution deals about the right to equality from Article 14 to 18. Article 14 to 18. Right to contest in the election is a political right. Equality means absence of social privileges. And see here, there are 3 2 marks here. Study for the test 3 also important. And regarding detail, you see that the third, how does the Constitution of India protect the right to equality? Third detail is very important, not this one. Then economics, production. Production refers to creation of utility. Utilities are in the nature of form utility, time utility, place utility. So answer is all of this. Primary factors are land and labor. The entrepreneur is also called organizer. Then come the fill in the blanks. Does mean one satisfying power of a product, utility. Derived factors, capital and organization. Dash is a fixed in supply, land. Dash is the human input into the production process, labor. Dash is a man-made physical goods, capital. Match the following: primary production, fishing and mining. Time utility, stored for future. Wealth of Nation is a book written by Adam Smith. Human capital, education, health. Innovator, entrepreneur. Again I am telling primary production, fishing, mining is a primary production. Time utility stored for future. Wealth of Nation written by Adam Smith. Human capital, education, health. Innovator, entrepreneur. And you see here, the 2 marks are, there are 8 2 marks here. Study well for the exam. Students, first time you are going to write first midterm exam. So study all the 2 marks and 1 word book back questions and write well. All the best.